Let's see. It should work. Yeah, it's gonna work. It's fine. It's fine. Alright. Alrighty, ready. Yeah. Okay. Load. I mean, I know there's like no difference, but I feel that this is enough difference. Actually, a second. There we go. Okie dokie. This looks off. There. I'm doing this. There. Alright, I guess the question is, do I do my neck press, or do I just straight up go, well, I guess that's not. There we go.
Tin cup buffers. Got some crops begging to be harvested.
Yeah, I know. Anyway. There. My new...
Tin cup
I don't have to
buffers.
water these, do they? Have to be watered? I don't think they have to be watered, right? Well, let's look at the encyclopedia real quick. I think... Yeah. Number one will grow even when not without water. Okay, cool. So, nothing that needs watering
Tin
yet.
cup buffers.
Yeah. These are fine. Yeah, these are watered. Can't forget my new babies. I need stuff for them too. My already babies and my new babies, right? My chicky chicks. And my llamas. I need where? I need grass and wheat. That'll be food for each. I do need some wheat. I'll acknowledge that. Let's see. Oh, did they leave a present? They left me 3 premium feathers. What good chickies. And then my new baby. Well, you're tiny. You don't have any ability yet. Vanilla, I believe. How much money do I have? I have enough money for another one. A dear pal, I hope you are well. I heard you've bought yourself a Totakaku. Yes. Are wondrous creatures. They can be both the bundles of sweetness and reliable partners. If you treat them with your love, you'll have blah blah blah. Okay. Cool. Not that it's blah blah blah. I'm not my new rabbit. Well, interesting, but let me see. Yeah, and then we got can you not be put down? Why can't you be put down? Why? So
Farm work
strange.
is pretty good wing exercise. Bam!
it's a spring and summer crop. Okay, okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Why did you say those now? Yeah. Ice orbs. And all the fancy things. Alright. I'm gonna put this here. That was why I was confused. It doesn't make any sense for me to type this. You're so cute. It's like, it's so adorable. Yes, we need all the love. Yeah. Anyway. Let's do Bunny Guns. It's too cute.
See you later.
To town. Bunny Gun. Yeah. And then I think I need to go. I need to decide what I'm gonna do. Honestly, what would be ideal would be to. I just went to someone's house. It's. I will never get used to. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let's go over to the Canelo trait here first. Alright. Do I want one? I absolutely. Hello, Dragon! I already heard that you saw my sister today. How are you? She was very happy to have you. She liked shadows almost as much as I did. Anyway. Yeah. So I was just trying to decide what I was going to do because I had a few things I was thinking about. Oh, how are you, Dragon? I hope you are well. But I should ask, how are you? Anyway, I'm buying this. Woot. I have 2 rooms. Its name will be chocolate or cocoa. No, I'm kind of medicated up. Plus shave grass tea. It does wonders for my throat. I've been doing it because it's good for trust in the throat, whereas the other is kind of good for everything. I mean, like, I'm not coughing right now. It's mostly mental at this point, so I gotta be careful about it. So I am feeling mostly better, other than mentally. If I think about it too much, I will start coughing. Anyway, trying to decide, do I buy this? Yeah, I'll buy one. Thank you, Canelu. Trader. Can I go over here? Yeah. Wait, I'm in the wrong spot. How am I here? What the heck? I got a little turned around. I'm here for wheat. I need more. Anyway, for the most part, I'm doing better though, so thank you for that. Anyway, yeah, I know that's 10,000. Let me see. I should probably buy 2 of those. Buy some of those. I could buy more of these. do good for now. Alright, and since I'm right here, let's just go to the entrance. And here's the question. So, do we go to the dungeon? Or do we start side questing again? Just a little bit. Not too much, obviously. Just because, to get the stat bonuses I need for my party.
Oh,
Dungeon.
didn't think you were coming back.
Alright. What? Why would you think I wasn't coming back? Fairies are dumb.
Take that. Take this.
Yeah.
Drink up, Fluffins.
There we go. Oops. Almost forgot. Also have some of these.
Drink up, Fluffins.
No. Alright. So that's everything I need for that. Oh yes. For you, my new friend. Do I not have it on me? Did I feed you? How do I feed you? Yes! Feed my baby! Nice. It's so cute. I love it. Alright, to the dungeon. Let's see how fast these little paws are now.
See you later.
It's so cute. Alright. Oh, it is faster. Alright, the dungeon is here. It should look a little familiar. Because I'm pretty sure a certain wolf VTuber, a hedge wolf, was here earlier. Alright. You know what? Saving here. Because let's be real. It's a little difficult. Also, this is a very, very, very long drawbridge. Couldn't have written my Tutaku or how you pronounce it here. Hello! Woman. Mr. Unicorn cannot be in my party. And here I thought the drawbridge had been destroyed. You crossed it anyway. It's Diantha! He's alive! I suppose the thing curiosity killed the cat and he's talking to you. Long time no see. Is that you, Artaku? You should leave this place. I cannot allow any humans to enter. That includes you. Do not cause any more trouble than you already have. Artaku, do you know this woman? You're extraordinarily popular, aren't you? Well met, arrogant omen. You would do well to rid this castle of your presence, for it is the home of my beloved princess. I remember you. That's right, you're from the laboratory. So you will let us pass. Then you leave us only one option. She's right. We can't leave our friend as being held captive in there. Can everybody calm down? Please? Humph. Bloodthirsty creatures. Artaku, I owe you my life. Even so, I cannot allow a single human to enter this castle. But why? We just want to. The truth found within these castle walls will shatter your already fragile sense of tranquility. I don't think it would shatter mine since I'm an amnesiac. The great temple of Apatheia. Of course. The great temple of Apatheia causes apathy, right? The peace that we have built for you. Yeah, truth. The heck do you mean by that? It's as the word implies. Well, Otaku, your intelligence is protected by tall walls of common sense. Such a mental framework allows you to live your lives without succumbing to the madness of knowing. We are omens, organisms of unknown, objectives unknown, shunned and often harmed by humanity. This is why the world as you know it, and we are content to continue in that fashion. But I don't feel that way. Like, maybe my character does, but I don't feel that way because the fact of the matter is, I've only met some bad omens, and most part, the omens are just the literal definition of, like, misunderstood and stupid. Like, oh no, an omen is kidnapping people. The omen in question is going, how to cure hay fever. I want to cure hay fever so that it's no longer causing humans any problems. It's like, they're stupid. They mean well. And that's why the good intentions lead to places, if you will. Certain places. But, yeah. I mean, that's just it. It's their good intentions that cause more problems than their bad ones. Anyway, all that intelligence requires is wisdom, not knowledge. You would have been happier not knowing what lies on the other side of those walls. Yeah, but Arya's already been kidnapped, and that is already a problem for you, Dianthus. But I have said too much. Please take heed, Otaku. I'm sorry, Dianthus. Arya's already been kidnapped. Like, seriously, Dianthus. A human has found their way into your house. Your house of cards. And it will fall, unfortunately. Not because of me, but in theory. So this is how you chose to answer. Very well. I will end your existence if that is what it takes to protect your safety. My sanity is fine. I'm an amnesiac who's also potentially, like, a human form of the deity as well. Unknown. We have this, like, I legit can take you out. Sure. Like, you have to be kidding me. Alright, I need food.
There is nothing kind about the reality that lies ahead.
I get that, Dianthus. I really do. Like, seriously. If anything, I can't deny that. But beyond that, it's like... Alright.
What impulse is driving you?
The impulse to get through.
Deploying Elfield.
Alright.
Want a break?
Attack.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of hurt.
I must stop you for your own good.
But is it for my good? Really? Especially since I have like a ton of food and stuff and I'll take you out anyway.
Scattering out particles.
At most it'll leave like a tiny amount of damage to me.
Now, give it everything you've got.
I'm literally...
What is that?
there we go. But yeah, even nice people violence and people. That's true. Sorry, I had to focus on the fight a second, but yeah. I mean, that is how it goes, I'll admit. Especially, well, in this game, it's most likely a post-apocalyptic game. If we're being real. Or an isekai. We're just not the main character. Not sure which. Enough. You truly wish to continue. To what end? To help our friend. Friend? You mean that human girl that Geist has with him? Yeah. Have you forgotten that was the whole reason I chased after Geist the first time? Very well. You have proven your resolve to me. Yay. With it, you may well overcome the fragility of your own hearts and minds. I'm the only one, like, me, Shrika, and, Raka. We proved ourselves. Everyone else just sat there and watched. But that proves they're fine too, I guess. Follow me, Artaku, to the Castle of Illusion. You would do well to observe why we are given this castle its name. Also, it's like, the more I see of this game, the more I'm like, okay, yeah, there's two answers. Isekai or post-apocalyptic world. And both options are not great for Arya, because it means that neither one leads to her going home, because she thinks she's from the future. In reality, she could be from the past. These guys are cool. Yo, Nam, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Or this is, well, I mean, in a sense, it is a dream. Our dream has been implied by the, I'm glad to hear that you've been okay. Are we really inside the castle? Gasp. This is not what I expected from the outside. This is wrong. My princess is, princess. Yeah, it's nice to see. I'm playing lots of games. We missed Henry Stickmin. Sorry to say, although it was a lot of fun. I know, I'm exactly 69 followers. I was like, huh, that's fascinating. But that wasn't a bad thing. I was just like, okay. That was unexpected. I'm surprised I passed you. That's very surprising to me. Maybe just because the number of games I played, like, all over the place. The weird ones. Thank you. Alright, have you ever thought it's strange you don't know where you come from or where you go? I love this game. Even if all the costumes are very strange. I need to meet up. No, I've said there's several things, but I do like this game a lot. That's the good point. You've always been this phantom presence to us. I will. I am okay. The only reason I haven't made a Discord yet is I mostly got frustrated with trying to figure out how to do it. So I was gonna do one, but then I was like, okay, so for my phone, how do I do? Nope, you can't have multiple on your phone. Huh? I'm not lying. Nope. I really did get frustrated. Because I was going to do it through my phone, and I was like, I'm not going to use my personal account, so I'm going to do a second one. And it got so frustrating. Because you can't do it through the internet, because it's like, oh, you're still on a mobile, even if you said it's a desktop site. I've just honestly been waiting for the holiday season to be over, so that I don't have to send out cards, and have to continue to remember all my passwords. I was like, the heck? Even Twitter doesn't do that. No. So on the phone with Discord, it only lets you be logged into one account at a time. You can't flip between accounts. That's my problem. And I was just like, I was gonna do it for Christmas, but then I was like, ah, but I have like family members who I send cards through Discord. So then I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for the holidays to be over. Because they still haven't changed that. It's been months. And it's still the same. You can only have one account that you can be logged into and use at a time. You have to fully log out of your account to log back into another account just to use it. It's annoying. It's the kind of thing where I'm like, how is there not a competitor that's more of a competitor? All they would have to do is have the mobile be, you could flip between accounts. Anyway, that's the only reason why. And the holidays are over now, so honestly, I'm probably gonna start making that second account and everything. That's all there is to it. Because I don't do New Year's cards usually. I mean, you saw my my Christmas cards. I popped them out. But yeah, that was what my next plan was. So even before I hit affiliate, probably. Fair? I see. Well, I promise that I will have that Discord up again soon. Within 2 weeks. I gave myself 2 weeks because I'm sick. Well, not sick, but I am more liable to forget. In fact, you know what? So that I don't forget, I'll go there. So I can look in and be like, yep, that's right. I had a decent Christmas. We didn't have to go anywhere. We just got to hang out and just chill. And I got my second favorite Kit Kats flavor, which made me very happy. My second favorite, by the way, is those gingerbread ones that came out this year. I don't know why, but it's very, very tasty. I got that and some Fireball whiskey, and I was a happy camper. So yeah, I had a pretty good Christmas. And cheese. I got to eat cheese and not have to cook or anything, so yeah. Christmas. I mean, I like cooking, but I don't like cooking for Christmas. Anyway, so yes, it was very good. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to the game. I'm still listening, and I'll still respond. I just want to move forward a little bit. I honestly just figured you could teleport or something. Dude. We are unable to bend the laws of physics. But this castle, the one you call Castle Lewis, is our base of operations. The Castle of Illusion. Excuse me. How can that be? If Castle Lewis is your base, then what of the royal family? There is none. I'll explain as we go. The answers to your questions can be found within. But be on guard. Geist minions will be lurking. They will attack without question if they catch sight of us. Can't you reason with them? I don't think she's gonna fight, so I'm just gonna say can't you reason? Reasoning is futile. We're also at war with Geist and his creed. You would kill your own kind? Well, duh. That's not okay, is it? What? I forgot, you guys aren't humans. Your thought process is painfully contradictory. Humans excel at killing one each other, but they're not humans. I do not believe so. They look a lot like Dianthus here, because they're robots. Basically, is the implication. I mean, they might not be robots, but they've been presented as robots this entire time. Alright. Is this really that any different? That's a good question. Anyway. Otaku, as your guide in this castle, I will also take responsibility for your safety. I will travel alongside you. Dianthus joined your party. I need Dianthus. But I can't get Dianthus. No! Making heightened powers. The Luna Macer. Powerful. weakening enemies. I do kind of like that, but at the same time, I like that I have guns and I have, I could change to, do I change to Dianthus? And who do I change out? Because Bracca's good and Shrika's good. For now, I guess I don't. Because I love them both. The ones I'm using. I'll use Dianthus later. Probably during Shrika and Bracca missions. Alright.
The hell? Are we inside that castle?
Yep. Hello, Haya. Yes, I'm breathing. How are you? Can I fight these guys? 31 versus, what am I level? That's not great. I am sorry to hear that.
Your judgment
That's
day
too bad.
The lost souls find
I hope that you feel better, I guess. I'm not sure how to respond. As usual. I heard that you did. What'd you think of her?
I owe you.
I know. The irony. One second. She kind of funny? Yeah, my baby sis is a very unique individual in her own right.
Let's get this over.
Yeah, potentially, that's true.
the lost
Yeah.
souls find
Do I have any more? I have. Do I have? I don't have much. Okay. That is a fair representation of her, I would say. Although she may not agree. Kinda. I mean, they probably just feel like years overall. But, more. Yeah. If you say so. Okay, where do we go? I don't know about that.
Let's get this over.
Alright, let him do that. Let them do that. Alright, I have plenty of... There you go. There.
Sorry.
Gotta level up a little, I think. Alright. Ow. Do I have anything? Nope, not yet. Okay, I gotta just run! Anyway. Yeah, I see you.
Just die.
Yeah. Oh. They drop things. They drop screws. Alright, I gotta take the,
I owe you one.
yeah. I suppose. Yeah, I mean, we're very different individuals. I tend to be more chill, and she seems to be pretty excitable. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I know. I'm pretty relaxed. I'm not gonna pretend I'm not. It is true. No one around. No. Not right now. Maybe later. Alright, so that's all that's in here. I know. I cause a lot of these. I'm not gonna pretend I don't. I've had friends tell me I'm too chill. Alright, that's a range type. Ugh. I do not believe I have.
the lost
Are
souls
they your, yellow baby? Very cute. Let's see.
Let's get this over.
Very, very cute. Yeah, I know. You'd at least have 10 bucks, I think. Maybe 12. To highlighting about the number of times it's over. But very, very cute. There we go. Fair enough in any way. Those are the two things I know I say way too much. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. Let's see. Let's do this together. Ah. Did I say? It's the sigh of do not cough. I need to report my tea. Yeah. And then I coughed anyway. That's the tragedy. Eating ramen. Yep. Ow. Alright, you first.
I hope you're prepared. Your judgment day has...
And then... There. Wasn't here. Pyro. How can I always see? Well, one, they're all different kinds of ramen. So there's that. Let's see anything else. Plus, it's the only thing that's been really good for my throat while I'm streaming, other than my teas. Cause, well, I have ham in my ramen, so I think I'm okay with pork. I like spicy ramen too. Tonight's though was a garlic ramen. Oh, you meant ramen food. These don't have a pork flavor. I add my own ham. The ham is good, yeah. I add meat to vegetarian ramen. It works out well. That's pretty much all I do. So this. Here again. No. Not when it's the, So the brand of ramen that we like, the Koyo brand is what we do. But basically they don't really have meat options. So I buy the vegetarian version. Because vegetarian ramen is fine. But I still like to add meat to my ramen, so I just add it. Plus, this is one of the best gluten-free ones I've had, like, ever. And I've had several brands of gluten-free. So, yeah. Bacon is good too. Gonna run. Oh, it's red. Alright, there we go. And egg, yes, there's egg in my ramen. As well. Poached. I like my ramen to be, how do I put it? I like sunny side up and that kind of egg, so I like my, soft. Eggs. Yes, I like them runny. I like them over easy. That's what the word I was looking for is. Alright.
Come on. Don't get sloppy. Pull yourself together.
Yes, more flavor, more nutrition. The rice trick? You mean adding under rice? I see. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty good. Especially taking taking fresh hot one second rice and adding a arroz con leche also sounds very, very tasty to have. Because I do like it, the arroz con leche. Very, very tasty. Alright, there we go. Alright. Bed. Honey, but, yeah. Yeah, I love adding cinnamon rolls. Fair enough. And I know you're about to be like, there's another one. Condensed milk is, just don't make them over the top sweet, because condensed milk doesn't have to be overly sweet. And there's con leche, delicious as it is, does not have to be overly sweet either, which is nice. Oh, my chickens are doing good things. But yeah, they are. The classic sandwich, cheese and ham, can be nice. Alright, I need... what do I go for? Honestly, that's pretty good, because it's not... Yes, tacos. I have tacos. I have a Mont Blanc, actually, which is nice. What am I still missing? These are actually all kinds of delicious looking things that I would absolutely eat. But I gotta do the tacos because it's ingredient wise the easiest. There. Meat pizza definitively is delicious. I don't think I have all the ingredients though, so I didn't do it. Oh, I do! The meat pizza. There's just so much. I mean, honestly, the art in this game makes me hungry. That's probably why I started doing ramen. This and the Pokemon game, and it's just like, why is there food? Like, I mean, just look at that picture of the pizza. It's like... so good looking. Like, as long as you have made it. I just am left with, it's just, it looks delicious. They really, like... Mushrooms are good too on pizza. Honestly, I don't think I've met a topping I'm fully against on pizza. But they have to be like,
Veggies are simply
specific kind of
bursting
mushrooms.
to be harvested.
That's also good. I do agree.
Drink up, lovelies.
Like I said, mushrooms are good. Something really good is to take a portobello mushroom and do a portobello mushroom burger, actually.
Drink up, lovelies.
You add, red pepper.
Drink up, lovelies.
Huh. Lovely. Well, I'm not saying you can't like that too. I was just saying, in my house, my mom has a meat allergy. Well, it's not exactly an allergy, but it's pretty much an allergy. um, so it's not like it's like I'm against meat, obviously. It's just I have tried other things as well. But I do like my ham and my bacon and most pork products. They're tasty. I like my beef. Nothing like having a steak. I'm not saying the bugs can't be healthy. I'm not saying they're my thing. Remember, I have to be able to look at them. I'm barely handling House Flipper. And they're not even like that. They don't look real. And I know I should probably just change to like the glass, but at the same time I'm left with... Well, yeah. I'm just saying, for me, I gotta actually be able to touch the buggies before I would even be able to think about it. Yeah, I've never tried them, but I'm sure they're decent. Crickets. Anyway, like I said, it's very, I acknowledge my weaknesses and accept. I'm sure, I mean, they seem like they could be. They just would actually, like I said, I'd have to be able to put it near my mouth. Well, I'm okay with like crickets and stuff. They're no roach, so I mean they're more okay. Yeah. I mean that's kind of how I feel. It's not that it's bad. It's just it's like if I can't bring them near me, there's no point in trying to eat them because I can't, like, or they're like going, oh, they don't taste good or that kind of thing. It's just like, well, yeah, the protein in the bugs is why I would pick the bugs. But I mean, pizza with chocolate sauce isn't bad. Wait, why are these here? Huh? Well, I mean, I know of a book that's all about eating worms. So I don't think it's that shocking. Pizza with chocolate on it? Like chocolate sauce? The problem is the amount of space needed for the bugs. And there are people who've actually done the math on it. And for everyone to be able to get the amount of nutrients that you would need, the amount of space would actually be more than that of like cows or anything else. I've actually like looked at actual studies and stuff. I mean, that's the thing. It's like it seems like it'd be healthier and easier. But the amount of space, you'd have to cut down a lot more trees. You gotta pick, basically. It's like with it. If you live in England and you're like eating avocado and stuff, you're killing bees. It's things like that. You gotta weigh your options and what overall is better. So going, oh, bugs are the answer. Yeah, and that's just it. It's like, but then you look at the actual like amount of space and everything it takes, and like just for that the nutritional, because well they're high in protein. And also another thing is you still have to take other supplements anyway, because there's certain things you can't get out of bugs. Heck, turns out, well, I mean they aren't actually doing studies on it, but like especially in places like Florida, having a higher, like taking in a larger amount of taurine is important, because taurine is good for like helping you stay hydrated and stuff and things like that. Not just that. And it's mostly only found in things like meat and meat in general. I mean, there's a few other places, but for a substantial amount that you're not taking a supplement for, it is for meat. So a place like Florida would actually, well, we have lots of beef eaten anyway, our state, so it's not shocking. But yeah, it was interesting to learn about that. I learned about like a couple months ago, and I started increasing my taurine intake, and for the most part, my health improved. Like hydration wise, because I was not being able to stay hydrated even when I was drinking like enough water and da 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 and but it just turns out the taurine is important, and yeah. If you live in hot climates or climates in which you well, I mean, my point is, even that wasn't enough. I was having trouble, like, staying hydrated at all. It was frustrating. And then, because I've been sick, I haven't been doing the taurine. And part of my problem for getting better is I'm dehydrated. It was a hydration problem. I started doing the taurine again, and my dehydration has gone way down. And yeah, I'm good now. It's just one of those things that it turns out if you live in a like certain climates, like basically Florida or a lot of South America, and in all honesty, a lot of the country, when it gets hot, you gotta increase your intake, because while the body naturally produces it, there's basically there can be points where it goes beyond. My mom was just like, so there's studies pointed towards basically Florida, but they're going, oh, there's nowhere in the U.S. you would need it. It was kind of interesting. But yeah, I'm good now. Because it wasn't the reason we were looking into it. It just turned out I didn't either. But it makes sense that we would probably need it, as pretty much any omnivore/carnivore needs a certain amount of taurine. You just look at your cats or dogs. They have to take a certain amount of taurine to stay healthy. Unfortunately, we're also overall, technically. I don't remember what study she found. It was an interesting study, though. There's all sorts of things like that, where there's certain vitamins that especially Americans aren't getting, that we used to get, that now we have deficiencies in, like K. and things like that. But part of why we know a lot about that is it's like my family, we already have a lot of deficiencies. Like, I have a ferrous iron deficiency, and kind of an iron deficiency in any way. So I have to be careful. So we learned about that, and there's a lot of foods like, I don't even know liver and onions and eel. Or liver specifically, and eel and things like that. And they're all things that I crave. It turns out they have that specific bag. No. I have been very good at treating it. Or I have treated it. My biggest issue is the type of iron is necessary for the creation of melatonin. So I don't... Well, I get REM sleep now. But at the age of 16, we found out I had not had REM sleep ever. My entire life. That was... yeah. I mean, and then so they ended up having to, like, prescribe me melatonin for a long time. And it was just things like that. I'm good now. I sleep, I dream, I REM. Probably. I take the right types of iron. I keep the right kinds of food. And I continue to study. Or look at studies and things to be like, okay, so this is a potential problem. And it's interesting. It turns out my mom was somebody gay. But it's a thing you learn to live with. I've mentioned a million times before, but I acknowledge I am super delicate with all the recessive genes and like all the all of that. My family has literally worked hard for a decent portion of my life to just keeping me moving forward. I mean, that's part of why I'm still sick, because my immune system attacks itself once it gets started. And it's fine. I just gotta take the right things, and I've been doing that. But, once I start doing better, I start, like, really becoming chit-chatty, and not just upstream, but, like, in general. And that can sometimes push me over the edge, but overall, it's fine. Honestly, I feel like this should be the juice. But I think it's just sugar. Yeah, and for me, it's totally normal. I learned about it, I grew up with it, and it's the kind of thing. Did I actually love on my... Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. I did love on my babies. I probably need to get more babies, but... And before I leave, gotta love on this baby. It's so cute. But I mean, like, I've mentioned before, I've got the Asperger's, I've got allergies, I've got asthma.
See you later.
I can't take most types of medications because of said allergies. Oh, how much easier it would be if I could. It's just life. So I mean, that's really how I feel about it. It's like, yeah. I grew up with it. I accepted it. And it's not as upsetting as it could be. Alright. We're not actually going over here yet. Alright, so they're red. Oh, it's a chest. But, I mean, it's just how it goes. You learn to accept and you move forward. Or you don't, and Beyond me lies the city of grief. Beyond me lies endless suffering. Beyond me lies the downfall of society. Okay. Somebody is a poet, but they don't know it. Anyway, it's not so important. I do like the music here. Also, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go through the dungeon some more here, but I want to show you something in the spring dungeon, because it's for me crazy. Over here, where do I go now? Alright, now I go this way. Ow. Not really Mayblade then, but still. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm not trying to level up, I'm just moving forward, so I'm kind of like, yeah, I know these guys are here. Yeah. I mean, they can keep hitting me, but... Alright. Almost there, almost there. This should be a safe place. Yeah. Alright, or I go this way, right? Yeah. And I just quickly unlock. There. So that for future times it's just easy in case I don't get to the end. Alright. See? This is where it's going to become complicated. Alright. I see, I think. Yeah. Actually, always set it to food, just in case. Alright. Yeah. They think they are fast, but they are not as fast as me. Alright, what do I have food-wise? Let me look at it. Yeah, I'll eat a taco.
I owe you one.
And over here. Actually, can I just... Nope. Okay, that's how that goes. I still just need the numbers for our viewers up. That's about it. I think I'm doing pretty good on that now, though. Because I'm, at this point, starting to consistently hit at least over 2. Alright, go this way. But that's about it. Alright. Yeah, hopefully. Actually, let's just fight these guys. Yeah. Alright, it's always lovely to have you. By the way, guys, since I think pretty much other than maybe Charisma, and Charisma might be here but lurking, is here, I want to ask, what am I going to play tomorrow? Because I'd like to know. Am I playing Harvestella, Pokemon, or am I playing House Flipper? Because I am good with all of it. Or am I playing Subnautica, if I can get it downloaded? You go Pokemon? Okay. Christmas sometimes votes. Second the Pokemon? You vote for scary game? Well, I think you've just been outvoted unless somebody else agrees with you on the Subnautica. So that's what I feel like is a scary game for me. Although I like it a lot.
Lost souls.
Me. Alrighty, and then I gotta go to this door. Yeah? Yeah. Uh-huh. Anyway, so it looks like it'll be Pokemon. We don't allow that. Alright. Pokemon is fun. I'm not denying that. I was just saying. Right, that's gonna be the answer. Alright, what is here? It appears to be a broken war machine. Examine. It might take time, but 2 machines fly in. They're probably called over by this one that broke down. Hornets around the corner. Everything else like that. No, just Violet. Which in some way is pretty cursed. I mean, have you seen a Violet? Like, seriously. Can I jump over? No, I gotta go this way. Anyway, I'm good with Violet. That was fun. If Glitchy gets back. That was my question. Alright. Over. Ow. Up we go. And we'll hit a new monolith after this, which means a new saving port. And a way to get in and out. Right? Oh no, wait, first I gotta have a moment. Of course. Well, I mean, that's part of what I like about Subnautica, is it, in its own way, is kind of scary. Because it's not, it's as far as I could tell, it's not supposed to be scary. It's just, it's the kind of thing that's unintentionally scary. Because you got the big monsters that, I mean, if you get jump scared, it's your own darn fault, kind of thing. But at the same time, it's just a thing I will say. What is this room? This is where we control the monolith. Control. Why would the omens do that? Oh, the VR is probably scarier because it's like almost in-person-esque. But other than that, I mean, the PC version runs fine overall. It's just a pretty big game. Although House Flipper overall was bigger. Because I have several DLCs. It's about 7 gig. Which, for me, my internet and everything, is a pretty big game to download. But overall, it's really fun. The whole, you're trapped on a lone planet. Everyone you probably loved and cared for is, like, dead. Because the ship, I mean, if anyone isn't, they're thousands of light years away. In its own way, it's an existential horror, along with being a survival horror. In that you've got the, everything wants to eat you. I feel like the second one's not as good, but I do think the first one's pretty good. Anyway. This is the same monolith we use day to day, right? Yeah. The one and the same. I don't think I like the sound of that. What the heck are you guys up to? We do not have any ulterior motive. We prepared the monolith and gifted it to you. Are you saying you omens made the monolith? These and Subnautica want to know what everything tastes like. Unless it's like a thing that you eat. Correct. We can control the amount of energy that builds up within, so as to make sure it does not explode. Why would you give us something so dangerous? It was you who chose to enter this castle. It is now your duty to listen to the truth. Do not lose composure. That's a good question. Why are you here, Emil? Nothing wrong with it. It's just anyway. But yeah. So and tomorrow there'll be more food because Pokemon Violet is full of food. Oh no, I care not for silly bubbles. But Monolith, take me to my princess immediately. Certainly. Alright, anything in here? No. I feel like there should be, but there's not. Yeah. Alrighty. Off we go. So the next story element. And hopefully a monolith. You feel sleepy. No, really. Alright. Yeah, there's a monolith. Okay. Yep. Alright, I can come back here now, and I can return home. Without using my bell. Anyway. And then I think I gotta go ahead and show you what I mean. The thing I mentioned, well, you haven't seen. Hyacinth, I sort of explained it. I'd really like. For me. Alright. Wait, how did you not? There we go. I should probably check my cave. I wonder if I have any curry. 'Cause that would be the best. Because curry is good. In theory. I actually don't know if their curry is any good. Now that I think about it. And ground? Nope. The peppers are ground. Yeah. Always. And then return home right now. It's a music thing, so it's not like it's just a thing I like. I don't even think it's intentional. But like this game, part of why I really wanted it was I really like another game. This one heavily reminded me of. That isn't a Square Enix game, as far as I know, and isn't a like a farming game at all. It's an RPG game. for me, it's just like, ooh, this is really cool. I'm not expecting you to think it's cool or anything. It's just for me. Oh, whoops, I hate it. No, it's a game that's not on Switch even. It's a Wii game. Last Story, actually. Remember I like that one? I was very surprised to realize something about the Spring Dungeons music. And I kind of just wanted to show it. Well, remember, part of it was I just couldn't get the Wii to work. I kind of did because I realized that I just was not talking at all. For the most part. I was very, very quiet. Which, and nobody really came to watch. Because I tried to act, like, I think only Charisma came. And I finally gave up and said, well, not many. I had to give it up after a certain point because, well, one, I got burned on my hands. And not give up music in general, just, I don't think you missed all that many though. If you missed any, I can't think of any. Do they have it on Steam? Because if they did, I would probably buy it. It is one of my favorites. Although, having gone back and played it a little bit on the Wii, I was left with, well, probably. I was forced to acknowledge, well, okay, it's not exactly as competent as I remember. But it overall is decent. And the art's still gorgeous. And the music is, like, divine. Yeah, it was a Wii exclusive. That was the thing that was, like, I don't know why I got into the game even. Because it's not my normal kind of game. I think the library had just gotten it and it had the whole, like, the music tracks and everything. And I was just like, ooh, I like that kind of thing. Anyway. Hey, yo, baby. It's so cute. I love it. Anyway, but basically, and even like the art styles and stuff for this game heavily reminds me of Last Story. It's an Exceed game. Anyway, the let me show you. It takes a little getting into the listening, so I'm gonna fight as well, but I'm gonna be listening for it. Because there's like a segment of the music. And like I said, I don't think it's on purpose. Necessarily. But it doesn't change the fact that I adore it to pieces. But I have to just give it a second for the music. I mean, the song all over is just gorgeous, but I make you want expensive game. I'm sorry. This part, actually. If you listen to this part, it's literally like the town music, pretty much, from the Last Story. So I was like, that is so... Last Story? Oof. That's believable. My copy was... when it came... It was still... had some coming out. It was used and it was, like, expensive. I know. It's a gorgeous game. It's everything. Anyway, I feel like they might have sampled the music of the town from Last Story. For this area. And again, like I said, I don't know if it would be, like, on purpose. Like...
I hope you're prepared. Your judgment day has come.
I mean, now I could beat these guys, but it's so, like, I'm aware. All I was saying is it's, upon realizing it, I was like, that's insane. That's what's been bothering me about it, because
Piece of cake.
this part of the music, I was like, it feels like something's off. And then I realized it is something I love. And I was like, man, the game looks like if they were to have Last Story come out now, and it gives a lot of the vibes, even though it's a very mixing. Because it's an RPG. But even with RPGs, it needs certain things.
I'm highly capable, you know.
The only thing it doesn't do is dye clothes. The true tragedy, though. But, like...
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, it shouldn't have. I don't care enough. Like I said, I like it. I loved the game for years. Despite the fact that it's actually kind of glitchy. But like you could see, it was quite the game. Even now, it's like still like used so you can find. This is specific. Yeah, at the same time, I don't feel like I was just ever. I mean, that's the other reason. It's like I realized there's like no way to play it. So it's like a lot of the games I play, it's like if you want to play it, but that one was just like it's nowhere because it's both like collectors, blah blah blah, but it's also not a game that a lot of people cared about, which I find insane. It's like, how's it both? It should be one or the other. You know? Anyway, but yeah, it was just something that I, yeah. I mean, that was all there really was to it other than that. It's just, it is a thing for me to be like, insanity. But yeah, I do... It's so weird. That is fair. Like I said, for me, I just...
Piece of cake.
The library got it. I fell in love. My parents had to search for that Christmas that they had it. It was nowhere. But I loved the game so much. And then we got you. It was supposed to come with the music disc and it didn't. So we just kind of download the library's copy. If you know what I mean. I mean, we had paid for it. New even. And then it didn't come with it. Yeah. But, yeah, that was just one that I really was a favorite for years. And then this one, I think, in a lot of ways, it fills that hole for me. Alright, I gotta find out what this does. I haven't made a level 2 yet. I do not think it's worth that unless you can get the music disc. Because the music disc alone, I mean, that was the thing that made the collector's edition special. And the book, the art book. Again, I don't know how my library got that. The art book, the CD, the everything. What they had. And they probably had no idea what they had, and they probably got rid of it eventually, because I was the only one checking out. Anyway, But if it's the game alone, no. So I tried playing it. It's good, but you can definitely feel some of those frame errors and stuff that older games sometimes have. Right. So this was seen on your farm and add fruits and vegetables to make drinks. Can I make meat juice? Is that a fair answer? Like, I like it a lot. I'm not gonna deny it. Like I said, I would probably do it as long as I actually get everything. But that is me, the not good financial investor.
I like those who at least try.
I would say probably you should, unless you're planning to play it for a stream game. Also, remember it does require a Wii or Wii U. As it, yeah. It does require that to play. There's no other version. Eh? I think the answer is very simple. Pick the answer that will have your wife less likely to kill you. That is my answer. What can I put in here? Can I put meat in, please? Like, I want to see if I can put meat in. I guess. If that's what you want to do. No. That is a tragedy. Don't ask me why, I just wanted to do it. That's up to you. But yeah, like I said, I love the game a lot. Even though it's still definitely dated. And stuff. And yeah, I like it. It is still a favorite. Like I said, I don't know. For me, I'm more of a gamer. And I mean, considering that as a collection, it's several years old, or like over a decade old, I think at this point, almost. So 120 isn't that bad. But I mean, like I said, I as somebody who enjoys games, probably wouldn't mind. But that's if I didn't like games so much, I probably would more annoyed. And that is my answer. And I guess the other thing is, it's just like, you gotta be, like, I'd have to actually be able to play it, kind of thing. As a personal kind of thing. If I can't play it, I'm not gonna like it. Even if it's the best game in the world. Can I do that? Okay. I want to see. No. Seriously, like, don't they know that you can actually do tragedy? So I guess it's just all the normal stuff that you can do. But maybe more high flavorful. It's different. Oh, I mean,
Farm work is
really
pretty
nice.
good wing exercise.
That is unusual. And I don't think I have the best answer for you there. But that is my answer. My answer is, I don't know. I know what it would be because I actually like the game. If I didn't like the game, I'd probably be like, eh. If I was unsure, I'd be unsure. Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna get, I guess, 9 of these. Let's see this super juice. Where is it? Now I can have 9 at once. Because that would be a dream. I don't know how much help I gave. I just... Alright. Yeah, she needs that. Whoops. Almost forgot. And let's see. Let me go over. So I don't know what they do. What is reload? Flames and freeze rounds. Interesting. This one does enhance the skill and then tactical fire. Target. And let's do reload times 2. Because that looks like it's probably pretty good. Yeah. It's coming over for pets! Yeah, I love the Tototaki. Oh, that's right. I need to name my second one. Your name is no longer that. Your name is Coco. Yeah, vanilla, Coco. If I get a third one, they'll probably be like banana. They're so cute. Love us. I feel like the only thing that leads me to not be like just me is the animals, and I'm like, it's because it's cuteness. I want to pet the fluffies. It's still nothing that looks like we could do that. Or do these take? How long do these take actually? Where is it? There it is. Should be 6 days. Okay, it should be almost there. And then it'll be another 6 days, and I'll have yep. And soon I'll be able to have grapes. These games are interesting in that sense. For me. I like the craftiness. Honestly, I mean, that's what I like about Minecraft. Because you can craft and you can mine. I'll be honest. You're at the level 2. Yes. Yes, I am. Yeah, I like Minecraft. Is there something wrong with that? I mentioned before, like, one of the only things I watch on YouTube is Minecraft stuff. Oh, I watch other stuff too. Like, oftentimes for, like, a game that I'm curious about. If someone's doing a playthrough, especially if someone else. I like Minecraft too. I just don't have Java. I have it on my phone. I'm gonna be honest, because it's like, the computer's used by me, my sister, my brother, my mom. We all use the computer, so I don't have time for you like to murder cows? You probably like, no. You probably like, I've got a farm set up now for my cows. On my main world. So go out, like, I've actually got a world that I'm doing for a more long-term world now. Usually I do it for a couple while and then I do it. But this time I'm just like, you know what? I'm actually gonna last on this world longer than 2 months. So yeah. Alright, couple of those. Ooh, I could add jam. And I can make fences. Actually, yeah. The one thing I will say is that I have realized it's like definitively, Java Redstone definitively does not work on the phone. And it's the saddest thing ever. What I put in there? So it's hard, like, I had to find literally someone who does tutorials for Bedrock. Ooh, I wonder, can I, please? I need 3. I know it doesn't say that they are, but if cool berries are blueberries, and they look like blueberries, my favorite jam, other than bilberry. My definitively actual favorite is blueberry. And then I'll go back to like cooking, and then I'll go to the dungeon again. I just wanted to get some things done on the farm and just show the salt. It's so crazy with me. But yeah, no, I like Minecraft. Decent. It's fun. I like building. And that's the one thing, like, my world has a lot of. There's just random unfinished buildings. Lit up, but, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I feel sleepy. It doesn't change the fact that they are half built. And then I move on to another project. But that's keeping me from changing my world. Oh, if you're wondering where my kitty is, he decided to sleep in a sibling's room, as he wanted to sleep. He was tired. But he'll be like he will be napping on my lap tomorrow, I guarantee it, because he'll be like, wait, where were you? But yeah. I might do the cat. I'll have him again tomorrow. So, yeah. And then he'll fuss and, you know, he'll do what he does. Because that's what he does. He throws a fit until he gets what he wants, and then when he gets what he wants, he's not happy with it. Yum. I want to eat. That looks good. Like, I made this on my parsley. It's definitely yum. Yeah. I should make more flour, but at the same time, you know, I'm going to make malt black. Because I haven't made that yet. And it looks delicious. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Delicious. Let me admire this a second. Because it's like, yum. I need more desserts. That means I have to pay for more desserts, and I don't want to do that. but I'll be back to the dungeons. Continuing forward. Oh, I did level up. How? So cute. Alright. And then I'll have to level up. But, yeah. Hello, Derp. I saw Frog. How are you, Derp? Are you doing good? Or are you tired? You know, it's fair. Alright. Please be what I think. Yes! Huzzah! Only one grape at a time? Well, I can put one in here though. And then I'll get wine. Hopefully. Hopefully I'll get wine. Alright, as this is raining, I don't actually have to do anything.
Looks like some crops are ready for harvest.
No, really? I couldn't tell. Huzzah! Alright, so I have some for my... There. Actually, I'm gonna use some premium wheat. For my cliff boughs. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I don't know why. But I wanna. And my chickens deserve it. Alright. There we go. And then we'll have Oolong seed.
Do you want to work on the farm today?
No. But I have to work on the farm anyway, because it's, well, I can't pet my chickens, but I can at least, or wolves, but I can get, yeah, I can get them the food. Alright. There we go. And let me see. This goes in here. I have everything ready. Where's my Woolum? Or not my Woolum, my Tototakaku. Bleh. Does it not come out when it's right? Does it hide? Oh, that's so sad. I'm going to give it pets. The tragedy.
Bye-bye.
Well, I guess I can write it here. Somehow. Alright. Moving forward. More enemies. More leveling up. Blah blah blah. Alright. Steps to the Divine Gift. River. I do like the music. It is so catchy. Yeah.
This
Oh,
is not going to be an easy
no.
opponent.
Well, yeah, level 50 versus me, the level.
I hope you're prepared. Your judgment day has come.
Yeah, hit them. Like, I'm not even level 40. It's like, no, I can't fight it.
Piece of
So
cake.
we need time.
Highly capable of that.
Yeah, Shrika. Or all of them. They're like, we can't fight that. It's like, duh. What makes you think we could?
Just die.
I will never understand that. They're all like, we can't fight that. It's like, no, really. Did you think we could? This is... What is this? There's a small screen on the wall of the room. It's displaying something. 1. Adagio. 2. Largo. Oh, this is going to be for music. 3. Scherzo. Because this is the, this would be like a... Or cover not Flocco. Yeah. Wait. So 2... Adagio, I mean, it's a pretty typical, but I feel like I need to write this down. I don't know why. Adagio. Largo. Yeah, I got the Adagio. 2 Largo. 3 Scherzo. Yep. Well, I've almost got it typed out myself. There. I have it typed. Alright. Just in case, because I feel like that's going to be important. Even though it's not letting me do anything with it right now. As a musician, my musician senses are tingling. Oh wait, I need to get to this. I do fight in a second. I want to try out my new fruit. Alright. There. We move here.
I hope you're prepared. Your judgment day has come.
Yep. Oh yeah. There. For the range type. Alright. It doesn't even focus on me. But I'm curious which symphony specifically. I know if I wasn't, like, if I was really stopping and thinking about it, I'd know which, like, one it is referencing. Because I feel like I recognize the symphony it has to be from. I was still distracted by that. Because I was fighting the enemies, I was like, oh, yeah. Go. Use that points, by the way? Nope. I'm just like, music wise, what is it? I feel like I know, but should know it. Alright, oh, I need to eat something. Actually, take a quick drink. 2 drink. There we go. Alright. Round. There we go. Now I can go back. Not that I think I'll need that because I just died. Oh, is this gonna be it? Is this? No. It's a repair kit necessary.
That was a fine escape you made there.
Did I escape? It's like, wow, you escaped. I'm like, did I escape? So I did know. Like,
I hope you're prepared. Your judgment day has come.
I'm amazed. Yeah. Alright, and then hit you. There we go. There we go. Cool. What is this? There's a switch on the wall. You don't know what happens if you press it. Press the switch. Hello, hiya. Did your internet go out? I'm sorry to hear that. I understand that immensely. I really do. Alright, you press it and the alarms immediately starts ringing all around. The main machine responds to the alarm when it's heading its way, but it seems not to have noticed you. Okay. Okay.
I hope you're prepared. Your judgment day has come.
Alright. But I am glad to have you back. Hi, bye. As well, by the way, I am glad to have you back. So that's alright. So over here. Actually, I think I'm just gonna run. Oh, wait. Over this way. So we're in a question. I'm listening. Alright. Okay. Favorite game OST? That's a good question. I've had several I've loved, from Skyward Sword to, I like this one, I like Last Story, I like Undertale and Deltarune's OSTs. They're just, I've said it before I ever even played the game, or even knew it was a game, I had already liked the music. So, I mean, I don't know, like, I like Bioshocks, I don't think I've met a game OST I haven't liked. If I'm being... Wait, how do I do this? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. The Toho OST is very good too. I do agree. And my point is, I don't know how to pick one because I pick my games for the music. Music and art style are literally how I tend to pick my games. And trying them. Like, I'm less likely to try a game that is, like, not as pretty. Well, actually, no, that's obviously not true, because I did actually like try Undertale. It's definitely not my style of art or anything like that. But, like, it's either the art or the music or something like that will have to attract me. And usually it's the music, so... Wait, who did I... Oh, I have to do him too. So it's more like... like, is there a game that I didn't pick for the OST? Okie dokie. Like I said, for me, I pick games based on, heck, I mean, I've literally, it's also just like, I find bands through, if I find an AMV or a GMV or whatever, that I find interesting, and then I'll end up liking them, like going in game mode. I can't tell you how many times I found a band through something like that. And then been like, I am so happy I found that. But like I said, I'm a music person. I like my music. Huh? Ooh. You touch the device and the display changes to 4 correct answers. Answer! Huzzah! The first answer is Adagio. The second is Largo. Garzo. Yeah, and the minuet. And the Floco. a lot easier. Ironically, because for anime wise, I think one of my favorites was actually one from an anime. What's it called? It was an isekai one, but it was a unique one, and it's manner. And it was. I have it in my room. I borrowed the volume from my sister because she was the one that snagged it. It's like Ashes or something. That's one of my favorites, and the other one is like Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail's OST is just amazing. And then there's also Katekyo Hitman Reborns. I love that one, even though I don't like the anime. Like, I really liked the Katekyo Hitman Reborn OST. Some of my favorite stuff came out of that, so I mean there's that too. The tragedies, like I can't get the OST really. I'm looking at it like, why is it not available anyway? Although at this point, I think they finally removed the restriction for just the OST on YouTube, so I can listen there. Hello, Charisma. How are you? I hope you're doing good. But yeah, for me, it's like it's between for my absolute Fantasy of Ash and Girl, I think is what it is. I am glad to hear that you are okay, because okay is better than not okay, at the very least. But yeah. I would say it's between Fairy Tail and Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Yes, Grimgar, that's it. I had to remember it. Fantasy Niche. It's been so... Like, I'm not looking at the title, but I love the OST for that one, too. It was one I quite got into. Yeah, it was super realistic. I don't deny that one. I never said it wasn't cute. I mean, honestly, now having seen several other series that just never get anime, I'm left with, it's like, how did that one get an anime? Because so often, the ones that are more realistic, got the answers right. Yeah, that one. But, like, I was super into... Like, I super liked that one. It was really cool. Because, yeah, it was a super realistic isekai. I'm not going to deny it. And it's not like it's the only one I've ever read like that. Yes, Log Horizon. I love Log Horizon. My sister loves Log Horizon more than I do, but I do love Log Horizon. They are both very good. And for very different reasons. But yeah, I mean, there are many in isekai out there where they are more realistic, in a sense. Like, there's one where basically it's like if you can gather the right people around you, you do good, but then it's like, no. I mean, they don't typically get into it. They typically are just thrown to the wayside. Alright. Where do I need to go? Yeah, I thought so. I am super confused. That it does. I do not disagree on that front. So where do I need to go? I think it is, yeah. Okay. That's true. I think the thing about the Log Horizon that was really interesting, especially in the light novel. No, It's yes, that one is decently good too. I like I said, there's so many anime. That's why I had to think. The reason I picked Fairy Tail though, is like as an OST, especially like the orchestral notes that it hits, kind of thing. Like it feels very orchestral in its nature. I guess this is where I need to go. Which just hits so well. But the biggest thing I think I'm picking from is basically would I like the OST without oh, what the heck? Oh no, definitely not, definitely not. Juggernaut, I think not. I'm out. Ah, monolith. And that's really where I was leading to. Oh. That is certainly something. Anyway, but that's kind of how I was picking is like, I've been pretty clear. While I love Katekyo Reborn, the anime I do not feel is up to snuff in a lot of ways, but the OST for that one is gorgeous. Like, the way it hits and everything too is just very, it's got that kind of just like, it carries the series if you actually stop and listen to it. Like, I don't like it as an adaptation, but if I had never, yeah, it does. It's a plaid skirt. If I'm being really honest, it doesn't look that, like, because I was trying to do something and then it didn't really work, so it actually doesn't look that great, but I could show you. It doesn't look, it looks, kind of bad. See if I can actually, I need to remember how to do it. I don't remember how to do it, other than basically just going, kind of like that. Although you can't see it here because it's not, yeah, and it doesn't really, I don't know how to do that. Okay, thank you. I'm glad that you know that it's VC phase. Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's fix that though. Okay. Fair enough. I started using it after lots of, it's not really going to work. Maybe I have to, I don't know why. Did I say something? I definitely like, I did a lot of research to pick the DC face, but, 1 second, let's see, I think I might have to do it like this. Did I... like I said, I don't know why it's not working. I'd have to look at it. Because I'm literally doing everything. Let's see, maybe I set something. Effect, motion, expression. Well, it doesn't seem to want to work. But I could flip through my not good emotions if you want to see that instead. I don't know why this doesn't work. I know how it works. Because it's like, I literally started, I was like, maybe... this is my first one. I literally, on V-Roid, put it together. So it's not, very good. But yeah, I swear, let me see if I can't figure this out. Like, come on. Like, I kind of do it. Like, I could show, like this. But yeah, this is my first. I feel it is, in its own way. There we go. See, it doesn't look that good overall. Because I was trying to just do something kind of. It looks okay in a small screenshot, as you can see. Does that give you an idea? It's not great. But I was able to at least get the top part looking okay. But yeah. And in all honesty, this one problem I have with B-Roy. That's fair. Alrighty. That's fine. But like up until that point, it looks fine. It's only once you hit like the legs, and eventually I will fix it. But here's more meme stuff for you if you really want. So you got my basic face, because I don't really change around my expression too much. But I've got this. Happy, mad. So, and like shocked. It's not very good though. But yeah. At some point I'll fix it. But for now, I don't feel like it. But this was the first time I was ever trying to make a VTuber or do, I guess. Like, I was initially going to try and do something more along the lines of like a drawing one. Kind of thing, like flipping through like a 2D. Because, I mean, you could see on my, hey. Like, for my channel art and stuff, I was going to do all that, but then I just, I guess I was too lazy. I mean, that's the real answer. But I just wanted to get into it and really start working on it. So I just, when I found out how VRoid works and stuff, I was like, you know, that's true. I quite like, I quite like that part. What I don't like is my original, I wanted to do, I had to give up and do this instead. But if you look at my channel art, you can see what I wanted to do with my VTuber, which is like the outfit actually kind of covers more, but it would have like a stomach hole kind of thing. And it would be more of a tunic, but then it also have pants. But I couldn't do that because V-Roid's like, gasp, you're trying to go like barely above the navel. It can't show that. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't even want, like, I just wanted to do my fantasy outfit. But I think at this point, I would change up my outfit anyway. So it'd be fine to do something more, along the lines of what I would do now. But yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, I see. That's how that is. My sister uses the same, also uses V-Roid, but I mean, pretty much it was, I did a lot of research. And I was interested because, I mean, I haven't mentioned this in a long time, but part of why I started starting my channel is I just kind of wanted to interact with people because I'm on a farm in the middle of nowhere, basically. Well, not really the middle of nowhere, but interacting with other people was very difficult where I'm at. And despite how I'm able to talk and stuff, I'm comfortable with other people, if you will. Well, I'm not really. I tend to be more of an introvert if I'm not in a space I'm comfortable with. But as long as I'm behind an avatar, it's more comfortable for me. So that's part of why I did the VRoid instead of just straight up streaming or the VTuber. Because for me, I really do get hello, Mr. Failure. I do get I am super shy. How are you, Mr. Failure? Not as bad today. I'm doing pretty good, especially since I was able to go outside and I'm able to talk now other than an occasional cough. And only when I think about it. I'm glad to hear that, and I'm doing mostly good. I am drinking shaved grass tea. Because it's good for my throat. Don't ask me why, I don't know, but it works. And I'm at the point where it's mostly mental and throat. That is understandable. I have whiskey. Also here, I have a fireball with cinnamon and whiskey. I do drink... I feel like I need to be clear. I have been having whiskey. I just haven't been having too much whiskey because then too much causes the cough as well. You have to keep a balance. But I am totally aware that whiskey is one of the best things for a cough. I don't know about that. I think I even mentioned that for Christmas I got whiskey. That's what Fireball is it's a cinnamon flavored whiskey. But they're in small bottles, so I can just take a sip. And it doesn't hurt too much. But, yeah. I haven't not had whiskey. I actually done quite a bit. Well, if that is a true fact, I'm not going to doubt you, because I believe you. I'm going to be covering my butt. But as long as it's a true fact, I could believe it. I mean, just look at the, hey, I'm not saying, it is amazing. But all I was going to say is I can believe it because, I mean, look at the, how do I put this? Well, honestly, look at Europe in general, actually. And especially Northern Europe. I mean, especially when you get into places like Siberia, part of what they do is they drink. And it works. For the cold. Anyway, where are we now? It also turns out different types of alcohol are good for different things, so it's that's why I'm not doing something like, say, vodka. That's better for if you have muscle pain. But whiskey is good for a cough. As is brandy. But they're different kinds of coughs. Asthma cough, do whiskey. Cold cough. No, but I like vodka. The brand we get is actually Icelandic, so... to the whole, yeah, no. Because we just like it's just very tasty. The version. They use the volcanic rock in the process, and it's very smooth. But vodka in general is convenient. So can champagne, so can... As I've said before, I do like a little bit of alcohol. I like the flavor quite a little bit. I just don't drink a lot. But in cooking, I'll use it in cooking. I have no problem with that. Anyway. Let's see. It looks like a throne room, but I must say, it's not like any throne room I've ever seen. This is where the royalty stay? No. I like little amounts. I don't like the idea of getting drunk. Also, who knows how much that would take. Because, yeah. But anyway, I'm not hiding that I like it. I like fermented things in general, though. Like, I like kombucha. I like, I like certain types of cider that aren't alcoholic as well. Vinegar. I just like fermented foods. I like kimchi. I like pickles. I mean, that's honestly, I think, part of it. It doesn't feel like anybody's here. Correct. This is where we would enshrine the king we created. But how does one create a king? I don't understand what's going on. Orange juice. I like apple juice okay, but apples can... It has to be like specific types of apples. Other types of apples like just upset my stomach. Never applesauce, that's for sure, but that's for a different reason. Alright, I don't understand what's going on. No, it's more along the lines of, okay, if you really want the story, a sort of friend of mine, back like years ago, I was in middle school or something like that. It was either middle or high, but school. But basically, they took my applesauce because I didn't want it that day. I was like, here, you can have it if you want it, but it's not that sweet. I just wanted them. They tasted it, they spat it out, and they tried to get me to eat it because they're like, it doesn't taste right. And I'm like, eh. Basically, that just made it like in general like, eh. I'm not gonna pretend that that's a happy story, but it's the reality. So it's not so much a stomach as mental. That one. And I can technically do other apple things. Although I have to be careful about apples too, just because they are, yeah, they do give me something. But as an overall, I know it's not a pleasant thing, but it is reality. Anyway. Anyway. After we gifted the land of light to humanity, we realized we should also give them authority. Yeah, that is a very cool story then. And as I said, I can believe it. Because to some extent, yeah, especially in the freezing cold water. It definitely is more, that's why I was willing to believe it. I was like, it does sound like the kind of thing that could happen with alcohol. Because it does help keep the body, or help like regulate and like that. But fascinating. The sad thing is, there's a decent chance That the chef surviving and the people he probably gave his place for probably didn't survive, or had a lower chance of surviving. You received a transient king, his throne, and his castle. That's what we prepared this building for. You saw fit to create a false monarch. If you devise to unvarnish truth, then you are correct. Liar! My princess, a creation of your design. You think I believe such vivacity. Her gentle touch, the sound of her voice. You're saying it's all forgery? No. Well, sort of. Probably. You have it wrong, horrid creature. I know not where you were able to grasp such memories, but we never created a monarch. Consequently, the castle has no king. It has been this way from the beginning. Neither King Louis nor Princess Liddell surpassed more than a mere rumor. I still go with, is Princess Liddell's first name Alice, by any chance? How could that be? All we do is build the castle. It is you who created the tale of its king. Now, I can't guarantee it, but I bet you that the reality is that the unicorn, I mean, I know some things, my sister chose to spoil, but other than that, I wouldn't be shocked if the memories of a omen, but then it's like creating memories around it to understand it. Because omens are supposed to be evil. Upon witnessing this, we came to one conclusion. Heroes will create a truth where a truth is lacking. Or rather, if it does not exist, people will choose to believe in it wholeheartedly. You will create a god from nothing, and you will revere them. It is uniquely human characteristic. Except we already know that the deity of this world is real. We've seen her several times, and we potentially are a mortal form of her. Based on certain answers we're given to certain answers we give her. I'm not too shocked. Again, going back to the whole, that is how things like that work. I mean, notice one of the things to do if someone is at risk of frostbite, you get them heated up and warm water, But you also go into the alcohol. Because it right now I can't remember the exact reasoning, but there is actually a reasoning behind it. It's either that it like dehydrates the body or something else, but basically there's there are things it works with. I believe brandy specifically heats it up. Plus the calories. Anyway, I'm gonna day with this. You're not wrong, Shrika. We took advantage of that trait of yours and held no need to replace a real king on the throne. Whether the throne is empty or not, the presence of the castle alone was enough to convince you. Well, since the rumor had already begun to circulate, all we needed to do was provide a sense of authority. We took advantage of the most fundamental part of your intelligence, your imagination. You created a story, and then you were like, oh, it's all you guys' fault. It's your creation. It's like, no. You created a story, and then you exist, so there's a belief to the other part as well. I can't believe that. There's no way. Is it really so unbelievable? Think about it. The most we know are the things that happen around us. Yep. Outside of that, we're only able to rely on rumor and hearsay. And beyond that, the newspaper. So you mean our reality is covered up by our real imagination? But still, yeah, somebody would think to check. I hate to tell you this. If this was realistic, somebody would have checked it ages ago and been like, there's nobody in there except for omens. Even if the drawbridge was up. Like, seriously. You yourselves build within your own imagination a phantom sense of peace. That is why we call this place the Castle of Illusion. Again, though, I don't think you're necessarily even know the whole story yourself, Dianthus, because let's be real, you yourself are probably affected by it as well. It was all unfolding smoothly, and then quietus began to occur. How could this be? My princess! She was never real. She could be. Again, this would not be my answers. I'd be like, that's fascinating. Not that I would understand because I have amnesia. It's both. You farm and RPG. It's a Square Enix game. And it's a farming simulator. I mean, pick the second one? Sure. I mean, it's less, but either way, like I said though, I wouldn't pick either of these answers, but my answer would be is, wow, that's so amazing. I would be totally shocked if not for the fact that I've only been here for like maybe a year. I'm picking the second choice. You deceived us this whole time. No. We can't continue to point the finger and blame. We have nothing to repent. And I don't know. It was necessary to hold your civilization back from progressing further than it was. In order to do that, we suppressed the need for the war and graced you with boundless resources. Fair enough. That's another good answer. That's why we sowed a monolith into the earth, a limitless, tangible resource. Is it really though? What would follow was the creation of a transient king who would unify all of the God-given regal authority. Basically, you created a story, you spread it around, which is why people start to believe it, because there's things that are like connected, that are real and tangible, to be like, well, there's realism behind it, even if it on its own. And then generations later, you're like, your own imagination. It's like, is it really? We saw this as the most effective means of halting your need to question the universe. I really do think this is a post-apocalyptic world, because we are familiar with the habits of your intelligence. This is definitely a post-apocalyptic world. I can't say I'm a fan of your tone. All I'm hearing is that the omens have been keeping us as pets the whole time. That's not what I'm saying. But even you may not be... Huh? I have received a transmission from my compatriot. This girl you're searching for, her name is Arya? That's her. That is what I would say. I'd be like... My compatriot says they are questioning one of Guy's followers and have taken into custody a human named Arya. Really? Then would you take us to her? There's a lot I want to say, but Arya takes priority. We need to make sure she is okay. I mean, there's all sorts of things in this game where if I could pick my own answer, I would be like, no. Like the, in the Wintertown, I'm serious, though. I was serious. During the trial, I would have been like, it wasn't me. I wasn't against, like, any of it. It was all Arya's fault. Wow. Not that, they care. Now, do they? What time is it? End game. Yeah, I've got time. Wait. This is the way I go? No, it's this way. Okay. Wait, am I already at the end by any chance? That would be... Where are these level 2s? How do I make a level 2? I think that's the thing that bugs me the most. So I want to make a level 2? They're cute. I want the bombs too, but I really want the... I feel sleepy. Quit being so rough. Do you even know what paint is? I know that voice. Really? You know Arya's voice? Arya! You owe me money still. About 1,500 coin. Huh? Why are you all here? We came to rescue you, but it seems you don't need it. As long as you're safe, I suppose. Oof. Why are you happy, Bronca? Still as feisty as ever, I see. For a moment I was worried. Well, it seemed to touch and go for a moment. As luck would have it, this Owen came to my rescue just as I made my escape. Nivalis, have you taken any damage? I am fine. I have taken basic measures. Geist and his lot have seemed to have treated her with respect. There are no visible injuries on her person. Artaku, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. Before I play somewhere else, I went out of this place. Do you mind, Dianthus? I asked Dianthus. I imagine you find it hard to trust us after everything you have heard. The girl has been your friend from the beginning. Do as you please. Did I seriously rescue Arya already? Thank you for understanding. Well, let's get out of this castle. Alright, I'm gonna finish up after this, probably. Because I've rescued Arya. It's been a pleasure having you, the wagon. I will see you tomorrow with the Pokemon, by the way. Yeah. So, care to explain why you're following us? It's my responsibility. I promise to watch over everyone while exploring the castle. Yep. We would also like to hear what you had discussed with Geist while you were here in this custody. In exchange, we will reveal what information we know. Does that sound agreeable? We can trust Dianthus, because Dianthus has saved your life like 2 times now, Arya. If you say so, then I will believe you. Well, what is it you wanted to say? Right, so it's about that Geist. Apologies for the unceremonious welcome. I guess by your tone that you don't intend to eat me. So what is it? Where are you taking me? To the root of this false world. False? Wait, you mentioned something similar the first time we met, right? What the heck is your goal here? Yes, it's natural you should ask. I suppose there's no harm in you knowing that much. Perhaps then you will cease your incessant protestings. Excuse me? So, as for my goal, it is to crush the sea slite and return the star to its former glory. Crush them? That is right. To that end, I have been tampering with each of the 4 sea slate. Wait, so the anomaly was all your doing? There's no anomaly. It was according to my plan. Yeah, guys, you're a piece of work. But most of them aren't like you, so even your minions I'll respect more than you guys. I don't understand. What will happen once you destroy them all? You asked the obvious. The sea slite control the environment of the star, commanding it. But this isn't a star, it's a planet, you idiot. Destroying them will turn the star into a world of death. Of course it will. You are literally going against what everyone else in your own faction, the Omens, is against. You're going against them. It will fragment and shatter the tranquility of this world, and drive most life on its surface to extinction. But what could you gain what could you stand to gain by doing something so obscene? Good question. You're filled with questions, aren't you? Your minds are always driven to search for truth. I suppose that is the type of creature you are. Very well. Even beauty can be found in the breath of knowledge. Wow. What? If you wish to know the truth, then work with me. I know everything you wish to know after all. Do you? Your origin, your purpose. I could take you to your parents. Because in reality, she is an isekai protagonist. How sad. I'm not the kind of girl to be swayed by sweet nothings and lip service. Did you honestly think I would agree to wipe out millions of innocent lives? That was a shame. You were so close to learning what you desired. But I don't think she really was. I think I'm gonna focus on that second one because it's like, really? Dude, like every one of your, like, I don't even know, co-workers, companions? Seriously. Against that. He wants to create a world of death? And to do that, Geist is going to crush each of the sea slaves? Not to mention that the peculiarities occurring with the seal labor are all a portion of his plan. I can't believe it. Surely he knows how many were harmed by those bits alone. Yeah, Hazel, I get it. Your girlfriend, or not girlfriend yet, but the girl who you almost dated died because of him. But you also would have never met her if not for him, so let's be fair. Geist is deaf to it all. He truly does not care. His goal is to lay waste to everything on this planet. Yeah. We can't let him do something so terrible. We won't let him get any further. Of course. Omens or otherwise, it's time we show them what humans can do. But where's Geist now? That, I don't know. I was in such a hurry to get away. There's no mistaking he must still be inside the castle, though. This. You've been awfully quiet. Explain to me one thing. You and your colleagues are fighting against Geist, is that right? Apologies. While you were all speaking, I have learned why Geist was invaded the Castle of Illusion. He's also no longer within the underground center, but is heading upwards. I fear he is moving towards the Genesis Core. Where is the Genesis Core? Dude. It's in the topmost point of the castle. So his goal was to destroy the sea slate. There's a series of locks between here and the core, which should slow him down. Which means there's no time to lose. Let's be heading to the Genesis Core. I'll accompany you, of course. We may get close to resolving the situation if I come with you. I'll arrange for you to use our mode of transport, the airship. You should be able to use it without my supervision. With the airship, even though the capital is just right away. Please put it to good use. Time is of the essence. Woo. Talk good, friends. I understand you harbor doubt over what we have to do. It was all to aid the survival of your race, although I do not expect you to believe that. What matters now is we have to stop Geist. Agreed? I'm just gonna nod silently because I'm left with overall. Like, I'm left with. It sounds like basically they were like. Well, Geist actually no. Dianthus and all the Omens are not supposed to be human. They're supposed to be. They're some sort of like robot thing, which is why I go with the idea that it's probably like. I'm sure they'll actually explain what it is. So either way, it's basically the remnants of an apocalyptic world. Whether it's that the world actually faced the apocalypse, not necessarily. And they could still have like a human body underneath. I'm not going to deny that possibility. But they've implied that they're more robot in nature. But at the same time, they're not. Geist could be, though. It's more along the lines of, if I have to guess, basically Arya's planet, because again, I'm going with the fact that she's probably from the past of this world. Basically, you could be sent forward but not backwards idea. Considering apparently she can appear in the ending, which if she's able to go back to her own time, she wouldn't be able to do. Or she wouldn't be there, and if she was able to go back to her own time by going to the future, she would do it. But if she came from the past to the future, it makes sense that she can't go backwards. Anyway, point being, this is potentially they were trying to prevent another apocalypse, which makes some sense. Anyway, I'm gonna go with nod silently because it's like, yeah, I get it for them. I'm grateful. And again, my character has amnesia, so it doesn't matter. As far as I know, omens are, like, decent. Come on, we've got to get to the Genesis core. No, we don't. And she knows one more thing, probably. I guarantee it. I didn't want to go back. Well, I go home. I also feel like, why did I get the money? That is a shame. You were so close to learning what you desired. What's that supposed to mean? What does you Abel's call us? Omens? Then perhaps that would make you the Harbinger? Yep. This is the future! I knew it. If she's the Harbinger of the Omens, that means that her people created the Omens, and this makes this world post-apocalyptic. Which also makes that heartbreaking. She can't really return. Like, she moved forward in time. Geist is totally lying to her. Even if she was to go back, she couldn't. And even if she was to try to. Wait, where do I go? Up to home. But yeah, overall, they are, they haven't done anything bad. They're just not very bright. Like, the only ones I would argue are showing any, like, hostility or the Argives. Everyone else is like, I want to find a cure to hay fever, or this kid won't leave me alone. I don't know what to do. Like, that's literally... Oh, that's shame. I need berries. So for the most part, it's like... Yeah, he's, Geist is the, he literally is, everybody doesn't like him, including his own people. And he doesn't see why. Because it's like, well, alright. And what I'm doing is like, oh, my babies. There. And of course, my babies. Yeah, they both have one heart. But I mean, yeah. Overall, it's like, how do you know? And I can pet. Yeah, so cute. I don't know. Basically, my character just woke up one day with amnesia after surviving quietus. It's like literally a plot point that they made out to be this serious plot point, and then it's like, no, it's not gonna bother with it. But like, overall, there's some implications that, the character I played. Again, I haven't looked at the story too much, other than I went to see how many chapters there were, and then it's, like, it says there's 10, but now that I think about it, I wonder if it's really 10, or if it's, like, really 7. And like, finding an article on you can marry just about anybody who can be in your party. But other than that, I have not looked into the thing. But so far within the game, like, there have been some implications that you may be, like, effectively, like, a mortal form, if you will, of the actual goddess deity here. It's even been shown that there is, in fact, some form of deity, because she interacts with you every now and then, and is like, what are you gonna do now? Huh? And it's like, I don't know. What are you gonna do? I feel like... But, the most basic answer is... Because otherwise the character wouldn't work. But at the same time, I feel like they forget that so often. Having my character dislike omens, and it's like, okay, but that makes no sense. My character, the, how do I put it? The person I play as has amnesia. This is specified within the first, like, barely knows their name, doesn't even know what an omen is. So where is this deep-rooted hatred of omens coming from? I have no reason to hate omens. Like, 90% of omens I interact with are decent individuals overall, who are nothing but polite to me. If I'm being totally honest. I'll go stand outside.
See you later.
Even when I'm not so polite to them. So yeah. But I just, like, my character just accepts, well, they said this, so this means that they really must be like that. Where it's like, but that's not even exactly what it says. And stuff. And like I said, the whole point is that I'm not supposed to be judging omens because I have amnesia. And yet, like, 90% of the time I'm judging omens, even with amnesia. And I don't even remember I have amnesia, my character. So I feel like somebody put that plot point in there, and then other people just didn't pay attention to it. So I wouldn't be shocked if there's multiple scriptwriters. But then it's going to probably be a big plot point later. If I'm being honest, because, I mean, yeah. It's one of those things. But, yeah, I don't know why my character has amnesia at this point. If it was before this, like, at the beginning, I would have said because it's important, and it's just like, so you don't judge the omens, da-da-da-da-da. At this point, I say it's so that you can feel like you're the character, even though they don't even have multiple answers for a lot of questions. It's just either be whiny or be whiny. Which, again, I mean, yeah. Anyway, but I do still like the game, even with its flaws. Because I can ignore the story and just enjoy what I want. Whether it be fighting, cooking, or farming. But like I said, I still have no idea what it is. I have no, well, I mean, there's implications that my characters should remember things. It's the kind of thing where you wait for Not really. Believe me, I would have tried it if there was one. Probably. Just to see, is everything? Like, even when you... Oh, you could kill, like, all the monsters, but they'll respawn because they're monsters, but... Like... So I have a personal game and I have this game, because a lot of the early on dialogue options only have 2, right? So I've tried both options, but it still leads to the same result usually. Which is why I'm just going with head nods rather than we'll never believe you, because it'll turn out that I'm joking or something. Anyway, but yeah. That's just how it goes in the game. Also, it's like, I still go with, I feel like story-wise in the winter section, how do I put it? The head priest. I still feel like the storyline was originally that, oh, head priest got eaten by the monster, and therefore he's no longer. But then they changed it to just having him always having been the monster, and there's whole lines that don't fit that. Such as where, like, they're literally talking about how he's all of a sudden changed everything. Like, it was never like this before, kind of thing. But all of a sudden it is. But no, he's always been like that. Anyway. I feel like that's the only place where the story definitively falls into the... Yeah, no. That just doesn't make any sense. But other than that... Anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna say that that's it for today. Tomorrow was Pokemon Violet. As was requested. It's been a pleasure having you. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.